Hello. Hello there. How are you? I'm Kate. I'm with Danus Celtic Worlds. It's my business. I've been working in this business since 2015 or 2015. Um, and we're here to do a live reading. I've already worked with our water signs. I worked with our earth signs. And now on to the fantastic air signs. That would be Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. So let's get started. Okay, I've used the Witch's Tarot cards for my water signs. I have used the spellcasters card for my earth signs. But for my for my air signs, I'm going to use. I'd like to say I'm going to use the spellcasters tarot as well. I'm feeling this card tarot card's really strong today. And what I'd like to say about air is you have a lot going on. Air signs, you are beautiful communicators, very intelligent. Okay, air of the mind, the twins, the ego. Okay, you're beautiful. You're like someone that really likes to have people around you that you can communicate with about society, about what's going on in the world, about intrinsic and extrinsic motivations and things that have to do with your families, your friends, your relatives, things, hobbies you like and don't like. All of you signs, Libra, ruled by the heart, okay, Virgo, very earth signs, you like things to be so, and Gemini, you are definitely one to like to be very much in the third house of communication. Um, again, all of you are very like things to have things the way you are, like them to be perfect or to be as perfect as they can be. Um, you like to make sure that everything is running smoothly. You like to communicate your values, your thoughts, your differences. Although you do like to escape sometimes to go and get a rest and do something for yourself. You are all of you air signs are very good with whether it's secretly or advanced or communicating with groups or conference or just one-on-one face-to-face with another. You all are and have, once you've discerned it or thought about it and had a chance to ponder it, very good communicators when you want to be. Um, and I suggest that we all work on that. I hope all of you have read my post on the new moon in Capricorn that happened with our new moon here on the 25th of June and Saturn going into Aries, which is, Saturn is the police officer of the zodiac, setting things right, trying to make sure that everything's done right, things are done solid. We're not cutting corners, things of that sort. Making sure we're there on time, making sure we're doing it right, making sure we say the right things, making sure we communicate and we behave in a certain manner, making sure we follow the rules. Aries is, Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, the warrior king, likes to move forward, likes to move fast, likes to get things done, you know, strong leadership qualities, strong power in an Aries sign. They like that, and they like when they say they're going to do it, they usually do it with power, full force, and they like to get it done ASAP. So we're going to go on with your reading. Okay, this reading is for. Make sure I had these. Okay. I'm going to shuffle the cards in front of you. I went through them because we're shuffling the cards for the earth sign. Yeah, earth sign, which I read for. And just like boom, boom, boom. My spirit guides were just, cards were coming up everywhere. And so I was just only taking the first ones that honestly came out. And they were applicable, which is lovely. I love when my guides are listening to me, and I do my meditations. And I've also, like to meditate before I read as well. Look at everybody's astrology chart to see what's going on in each of your elements for your signs. And it looks like it's good. Okay. All right. We're doing a 3-card spread. Okay. Again, for Gemini, Libra, and Virgo. Okay. First card that we have, ooh, the Tower. But this, I'm going to say this not in a good way. Everybody's like, oh no, not the Tower. But sometimes things have to break down to start to teach us the lessons that we need to know or that we needed to learn in order for us to build up a new tower, for us to have new beginnings and endings. So, with that said, the tower is really not it's all how you take it. I would take it as, it's change of plans. Like I said, sometimes the tower has to come down for us to learn something we needed to learn, or to figure out that maybe we had our blinders on and we just didn't see it. And so the tower falls down and says, hey, look at what's going on. What the heck is going on in your head? You're not paying attention. Pay attention. Okay? It's a change of plans. It's an ending of something that's old. It's you may have made plans for the whole year, but this tower says, no can do. There's a change of plans. We're going to change this. And this is your past card, by the way. So we're going to keep going forward. And this may change. Like I said, it's a change of plans. And a change of plans, an ending to have a new beginning, of revelation of secrets, of things that were hidden in this tower. You had plans. Maybe you had other people in these plans or other things going on in these plans, but that doesn't mean everybody was on the same boat you were, or in the same building that you were, that you had these plans for. The tower is coming down. Sometimes when the tower comes down and we have plans and we're really into the plans, and we're really, oh, this is going to happen. I'm so excited. This is going to transpire, blah, blah, blah. And it doesn't. There's a change of plans. This is about the past. I'm just saying this is what I'm getting. There was a change, something happened, and all this happened, and then all of a sudden there's a blow to the ego. It didn't happen. They were so excited, but something didn't go. Something didn't happen. Something didn't transpire. It shut down, and something didn't go the way you thought it was going to go. The situations did not come to fruition, and that that in the future, from whenever there was a change of plans in your past, or something didn't go to fruition and something had to change, and endings for new beginnings, situations that had to come to head for you to see it, to take the blinders off. You had a serious dramatic change that needed transformation, but you went with it. Okay, air signs, you're air. You go with the air. You flow with the air. So you're going to go with it. You're going to go with the flow. You're going to put your foot down. You're going to fucking make it right. And you probably did. Because Libra, I know, Libra. Gemini, I'm a Gemini ascendant. It's my first and second house. And I'm Pisces sun. So I get it. When something goes down, I say, I don't like it. Let's change plans. Okay, let's get her done. Let's take it. Let's take something change. We got to roll with the punches. We got to roll with the dice. Let's get it done. Apparently, that had happened in the past, or maybe in the current past. For some of you, for most of you, I see that there was a change. Something had changed. You thought something was going to go one way, and it didn't, and it was a blow to you. It hurt. and you learn from those hurts. You discern those things, and you're moving forward. Endings, new beginnings. Okay, removal of blocks. Okay, let's go to President card. Okay, let's put the tower down. Oh, what did I tell you? Removal of blocks, endings, endings for new beginnings. Oh, sorry. I have it. I picked it up this way, so I got to just turn it this way. And when I picked it up, it was like this. So I turned it over on accident. Okay. So with this said, sorry about that. With this said, yes, yes. Can I say again? Again. Woo woo. All right. So we had we had the tower. Okay. Endings. Things didn't go as planned. Things upheaval. Something happened, and it was you planned it. It could have been anything. It could have been like, hey, I'm going to college and I'm going to go to Yale. I'm going to go to Connecticut. And then financing didn't go through. Or you're going to go somewhere else. Or you're going to move. Or maybe you thought you were going to get married and that didn't work out. Change plans, upheaval, a blow to the ego, situations that came up and you're just like, WTF? What? Hello? Somebody, can you fill me in? What the hell's going on here? Dramatic change. Yeah. But now we have, hello, mama. You've got the Ace of Wands, fire sign. And this is great. The Ace of Wands is great. And Wands, career, education, ambition, okay, knowledge, life's purpose. This is all in your present time from maybe a little while ago, now going forward. And it's not like I'm saying you're in college. For some of you may. For some of you, it's career. Some of you, it's abundance. Your career's really taken off. And some of you might be having to work harder. Some of us have to reap what we sow, like the Six of Pentacles. So with this card, though, we're working it, we're making it happen. Career ambitions, our life's purpose, our desire, our purpose in life. Where do we want to be? Why are we meant to be here? And the Ace of Wands, this fire sign, that's that, and for the reading of air, is telling us you've got the fire in the belly. Yeah. You went through this nonsense, this blow of ego, these plans that changed, a lot of upheaval when you were younger, getting maybe into teenage years, even maybe when you were very, very young, and things change, you hurt, and dramatic changes in your life. But now you're working hard and you're getting this Ace of Wands. Mwah. Love this card. Okay. You are going to be getting recognition for all the things you've worked hard for. Okay. This Ace of Wands is like it's like me handing you a staff and saying, here you go. I now crown you Lancelot. It's that big of a deal. You've worked hard. You've shown us, and I like it because I know it's hard to see. There's the birds there, and there's the birds here, and they're flying around, and the leaves are flying up through the wands, and the wands are rising up into the sun, into the beautiful sky, into the air sky with the birds in the air with the fire wands showing courage and optimism from all these changes that you had that you had in the past. All this change, positive new starts with this. Starts may have already happened. For some of you, it's just happening now. I'm not saying all of you, but I'm saying for those of you that are older, I'm going to say that you've been working really hard and you're reaping with your sowing. You might be you're transforming, positive starts, a birth of a new career, even for some of you that may be finishing your master's degree that have been in school for 6 years or more. Or even more than that. Some people may have even been finishing up their doctorate degree, their PhD, becoming an MD, and they've been in school for 10 plus years, and now they're going through this transformation. They're going into a new home. They're going in from they're turning the hard freaking work that you guys worked for so hard into these great ideas and successful reality of all of this optimism and courage and beautiful new beginnings with growth and finance and successful reality in those areas. This is a yummy card for you, air signs. Keep up the good work. Keep up the good work. Okay. And I want to make sure to let you know that some of these hard times, when it happens, we're like, oh, no, no, no. I already went. I already did this. Come on, what you doing? What are you doing here? What are you doing here? And you say, all right, I'm gonna have to do it again. You're gonna have to roll with the punches, like I said. That's what that tower says. Okay, change, endings, new beginnings. Got to move on. Blow to the ego. Your plans changed. You don't like it. It hurts badly. But you take it. You moved on. You worked hard. You worked very hard. You made a transform. You have positive start. You're going to have positive starts. Your hard work is turning your life into positive new starts in aspects of many things that you have been manifesting, wanting, seeing in your third eye, seeing in your dreams, wishing for, hoping for, working really, really hard for, and they're coming to fruition for many of you. Some of you may already be there, and maybe all that hard work might be the satisfaction of all the hard work that you've done through all the ego stuff and the change of plans throughout the years for your career, for your personal life, for your family, and you kept working hard. You've never given up, and now you're coming to the end of your career, and you might be retiring. This is something else I'm getting with exercise that my spirit guys are telling me. You might be going through. Yeah, you busted your ass to go through these hard times for 50, 60, whatever, 65, 67 years. And you've done this and you've earned this. And now all the saving that you've been doing is coming to positive, successful reality in your life. You've manifested not up here, not just in your third eye, not wishing it from within, but as without. For those of us who are certain spiritual practitioner, we know what that means. But you've manifested, and it could be for those of you that are just finishing and starting a new career, starting a new life. It's coming to you. You've worked for it. For those of you that have worked hard and you've already been working for 30, 40, 45 years, you've worked hard. You've saved those penny jars. And I'm kidding. But we all know what I'm saying. You're working really hard and you're manifesting what you've worked for, and it's coming to you in reality. You should feel comfortable if you have really done what you were supposed to do to get the Ace of Wands, to take this beautiful reality into your life so that you can relax and actually enjoy it now. Enjoy life and be able to see the fruits of your labor. Okay. That is beautiful. Beautiful. I'm loving this. OMG. Okay. Well, this one was popping out in my hands. And air signs. For your future card, I don't know what this glare is. Maybe if I go down like that. Oh, no can do. It must be my lighting here in my studio. You have the Magician card. Okay. As above, so below. as within, so out. The Magician card also holds, and I want to tell you this, and not many people know this. He also holds. He's a manifester. He also holds all of the four elements in his ceremony here. He has the sword on the table. He has the pentacles on the table. He has the sword. He has the sword on the table. He has the pentacles on the table. He has the cups on his table. And he has the wand, his wand in his hand. Earth, air, fire, water. And as he's pointing up, as above, he's pointing down. So below, and as within, so out. And it goes to show me this, and I don't know if many of you know this, it's also in the Rider-Waite. The magician, if you go to the Rider-Waite, you will see the snake there. As above, see how he's pointing? As above with his wand, so below. And his snake there is a perfect example. And see, he's got the sword, the pentacle, the cups, and the wand as above. He's pointing down, so below, but he's wearing a snake belt. And that's where I get as within, so out. The snake is actually holding the belt within himself, holding himself, and holding the magician's robes up. Also, you'll see the lightning above, showing power above him. Okay, this is a great manifestation card, and there's also a snake on the ground too. There's also snakes on the ground too. He's showing power. This is beautiful, okay? And you know, the snakes are also in circles. Now, in the Rider-Waite deck and also in the Witch's Tarot deck, the magician has the wand as above, and he points down with his pointer finger. He has the wand, and he points down his pointer finger at so below. But above, he puts down the infinity sign. And the snake at the bottom here is coiled up with the infinity sign, as an infinity sign. The manifester, okay? And so with that said, you know, this man, air signs, with all this hard work that you've been doing and all the stuff you've been through in the past that you had to work really batshit crazy hard for, now you're coming in your own. Now the manifestation is coming. The hard work, again, okay? The skill, because you have the skills now, the determination. You've got confidence, you've got strength. No one's going to put you down because you've already been through this shit. And you worked really hard to go through all that to get to here, the Ace of Wands. And now you're here and you're manifesting your dreams, your destiny, your soul's journey. You're making the connections with people, with society, with others to make those connections for your career, your ambition, your ego, your family, and the things that you have worked very hard for with confidence, with strength. You're coming in as a charismatic, transformational leader. And it shows because when you walk in that room, after everything that you've been through, with all the hard work that you've done, that you've been working with to get to the top, and not the top easily. Honey, you had to work for that. Okay, and now you're here manifesting it. It's coming out. It's coming to you. It's coming for your family, but not because I will it. I'm getting it. I want it. No. You had to bust your ass for it. And here's your future card. Good for you, air sign. Keep up the good work. just remember when we get to that point in our lives that we don't stop to think about the little people. I did mention purposely as someone who also has a doctorate degree in education as teachers, a special ed teacher, that when you get to a certain point in your life, there's a book by Bass that and we learn about charismatic transformational leadership and ontological humility when we're working with people, and how we should treat other people, and remember that where we come from and who we really are, and beauty isn't everything. It's inside versus outside, and outside um, doesn't win in the end. So we all have to really realize that when we're working hard, we're doing what we need to do to be the beautiful person on the inside, and continue to stay with other hard work to be beautiful on the outside. I'm here with no makeup on, my hair soaking wet, so let's not count me tonight. Anyway, but I just wanted to point that out to to all of my air signs, because this that that took place today. Oops, sorry, close as I possibly can. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. All this that took place today in this reading is really strong. You had to work for that. And like the tower, it breaks down, the tower falls down, you gotta get up and start over again. It's run, run, run. We do this hard work. The tower breaks down again, our house breaks down again. Our ego is shot. We pick ourselves up, we start over again. We've done it, we learned from it, we've grown from it, we've learned ontological humility from it, humility from others. It's like Plato, the book Plato. I've read so many, but it's like the reason why he got arrested when he was 72, and he was poisoned with a dread of hemlock while he was in prison, when his younger, very much younger wife came to visit with him before he was executed with the hemlock, the dread of hemlock that they gave him. He was bouncing his 2-year-old son on his knee, and he was saying, remember that just because someone, and he didn't say it in the, I'm putting it in Lay's terms. Basically, in the story he about his life, they stipulate that he's talking to his 2-year-old son, although the 2-year-old probably wouldn't cognitively really know, or metacognitively know that what he was trying to say, but it stipulates in Plato's book that he's trying to point out to his very much younger wife and his children that just because you have status, that doesn't mean that you're anything more than the other people around you. He was arrested, Plato, by the way, because he was preaching in the village, in the forum. And only at that time were the greatest sophists of that time were allowed to preach. And if you weren't a sophist, you would get arrested for not being a preacher that was allowed to be a sophist and preach to other people, or like the governors and so on and so forth that were part of the politics at that time. You would get arrested for that, for trying to be a sophist and preach to others on how things should be, because he philosophically wasn't initiated to do so. And so basically what comes down in the end, before they give him the dread of hemlock, Plato tells his family when they come to visit him, just because somebody has status doesn't mean that they're better than you, because it's only your greatest ethos and how hard you work is what's going to make you out to be the really true you, and who you really are and how you show up in the world. Just because you have status doesn't mean you're better than anyone else. You've worked really hard for this, Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. Keep up the good work, keep up the manifestation, and don't forget where you come from. Merry we part. This was great. Bye, air signs. Blessed be.